The mic first.
Okay, get into your position. I have to scoot this forward a little bit, actually.
Showed my menu though.
That's still the weirdest thing.
What?
That you say show my menu though.
Why?
Because I've just never heard that before.
Somebody said it to me, like said it around me recently, and it stuck to me. And I'm like, haha, menudo.
Well, you know, we started selling like cans of menudo at work.
Oh, cans?
Yeah, like cans of menudo.
Like made?
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like pre-made menudo.
Oh, okay.
But like, it's like very like from a corporation, big mass produced. Because it came in pallets, bro. Yeah. Huge fucking pallet. It looks very gross. And the craziest shit happened. So some old fucking lady, she's like, ¿Tienes menudo? And I was like, I know that. I can speak a little Spanish. Sí. Acá. Like, I can't speak perfect Spanish, obviously. Yeah. So I lead her to it. And she looks at it, and it's like one of those cans. It's like how like sometimes the corn, it's like a Coke can almost. You just open it up.
Delicious.
Yeah, it's like a little treat. Well, she fucking opened one. Like in front of me, she just fucking grabbed it, just fucking opened it, and she was just looking at it, and she said, "This, I don't know how to say this in Spanish." She just said, "This isn't menudo." Oh, yeah, and I just looked at her. I was like, "Well, what the fuck is it?" And she said, "Look," and she showed it to me, and it was on the couch.
Ooh, that was a good one.
I was panicking the whole time. The whole time, I just didn't know what I was saying.
That's the whole point.
It's exhilarating.
It is, because you never know where your story's gonna go.
This is true freedom. If you're ever looking to feel free, just make up a story on the spot.
Just lie.
Just gaslight your friends. What are they gonna do? Cry about it? Okay.
Not be your friends anymore.
No,
not talk to you for like
obviously
the rest of
they're not
life.
worth being your friend if they can't handle a little bit of gaslighting. I gaslight you all the time.
Yeah, I know, and I clock you on it all the time.
I know, and that's what makes it fun for me is just to see when you do and when you don't catch my gaslighting.
Okay, but I never catch your gaslighting. I always catch your gaslighting, so I never fall for your gaslighting.
That's true. It's you know, my favorite thing to do was whenever coming back. I have to stop interrupting myself at weird points in my sentences.
Okay.
Whenever coming over here, back when you lived here and I didn't, I just love telling people on the drive over, oh, look at that over there. Yeah, did you know that's an active volcano?
The hill that's all the way over there.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Everyone, did you know that's an active volcano? And they're always like, are you for real? And I'm like, yeah. Isn't that crazy? That we're just right next to an active volcano. And it's been like thousands of years since it last erupted. And it's due any moment now. But there's just been no activity. Just enough activity to keep it active. And they're like, are you fucking for... No way. And I'm just like, yeah. It's... I don't know how else to put it. And when I worked with the DARE program, when we would have to come over here a lot for work and we would carpool all the time with different people, I would always tell everyone that. And one day, someone went, yeah, I know. And I just looked at them and I was like, you know about the volcano here? Yeah, of course there's a volcano here. Everybody should know that. And I was like, I've just found... the opposite of a gaslighter. I don't know what to call them. They're just
pathological liar.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. I mean, a gaslighter is also a pathological liar, but you know, I use it for fun, not to fuck up somebody mentally for the rest of their life. Just for a little fun for me, you know, just to be like, yeah, actually, dogs can choose to walk on their hind legs, but they don't.
You're like the fucking older brother that like tells your little brothers shit so that when they go to school they look dumb as shit saying like what they think is fact and they've been lied to their whole life.
Okay, but that's how my dad was. I didn't have an older brother. I had a dad, I guess, who did that shit to me. What? And I don't remember any of the lies anymore. Too many to remember. But I just remember I would say shit at school through elementary and middle school, and people would be like, but here's the dangerous part. I just would assume everything was true. So when it was things people could call me out on, they would, right? But when no one knew, they just take my word for it because my parents were doctors. And if they asked, where'd you hear that? Oh, my dad told me. Your doctor dad? They were nurses, but my little shit ass thought, health doctor must be a doctor. Period. And I'm pretty sure that's what my dad told me. He probably told me they were doctors instead of nurses.
I would tell my kids that. If I was a nurse, I'm a doctor.
It's just the easier way to explain it. They already know what a doctor is. It's not because like a nurse is worse than a doctor or anything like that.
I feel like when I was baby, I used to think the doctors were the guys and the nurses were the girls.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I didn't know why I thought like that.
No, but like I feel like that's how a lot of people think. And I think to this day, there's still like that stigmatism around. Like, nurses
don't know what nurses and doctors are.
No, that people expect nurses to be the girls and doctors to be the guys. It's strange. I remember just the day I realized my dad was a nurse and not a doctor, and me just being like, that's kind of gay.
No, but it is gay because like doctors are like the masked tops, and then nurses are like the submissive bottoms. You know what I mean?
So,
like in gay slang, if you're a nurse, you're a bottom. If you're a doctor, you're like a top.
I feel like in reality, though, it's the exact opposite.
Why?
I feel like just from my experience in being around nurses and doctors are like the stupidest fucking people on this earth. I swear. They are so book smart, but my God, are they just socially stupid?
I get that. I can see what you're talking about.
Like, not all of them, obviously, but I would say a good amount of the doctors I've met, they're just stupid. I don't know how else to put it. And they're also like very submissive to their wives. Almost every single doctor that like their wives just are like the dom in the relationship.
It's because they're just a shell of a person.
It's because school just beat the shit out of their soul and ruined it forever.
I feel like there's always this like I don't know how to say it. Might be controversial.
Say it.
But like when you speak to a doctor, it's very cold. And it's very like not caring. But I feel like they have to be like that because they can't care for every person.
Right.
But like, I don't know. It's like they're detached from their feelings almost. It feels like that to me. Like if I was a nurse or a doctor, like talking to people, I'd like probably cry because I'd be like, oh, we just got back with your test. And like, like
imagine being the patient. Imagine being your fucking patient.
Be a doctor.
Just being like, oh man, I'm so glad I came to the doctors today. Cause honestly, my poop's been feeling a little weird, but I'm probably just gonna tell me everything's fine.
And I come in and I'm sobbing. Like tears rushing down my face, and I'm like, like I can't breathe almost. And I'm like, so we're gonna have to give you a prostate exam, and we have to put my finger up your butt because we don't know what it is. You know what I mean?
And like seeing you sobbing, I'd be like, oh my God, I'm gonna die in like a week or something.
I couldn't be a doctor.
Even though you have like the most mundane news. You have the flu. I'd just be like,
hey, the flu kills people.
It does. You're right.
You see, I couldn't be a doctor.
That's true. You couldn't. I could be a nurse, but I couldn't be as far as a doctor.
I'd be a pharmacist.
A pharmacist?
I'd like count my little pills. Like, it's because you know what? TikTok, like not appropriated, but like there's like a whole genre of TikToks where there's just like people who, what are they called them again? Pharmacists, like just counting pills. They like put it on that little like tray, that rolling tray.
Yeah.
Rolling tray for pills.
Yeah.
And then they just like open it, and then they're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then they close it, and then they put it into the like little container thing. And it's like a whole thing.
I'm on that side of TikTok, but for weed.
Oh.
Yeah, they
I'm
do
not
the
on
same
We
thing.
Talk with-
They do the same thing for wherever they grow the fucking weed. Shut the fuck up, bro.
Wait, how?
It's the exact same way. Like it's literally just like fucking little
Nugs?
I guess nugs. I don't know what the fuck. Yeah, and they're just doing it exactly how they do it in pharmacies. And then I guess they don't show the rest of the process. So I don't know where it goes
They
from there.
smoke it afterwards.
They're just like
Because they're potheads.
they actually just snort it like cocaine. It does nothing for them.
You can
Obviously,
tell that you've never smoked in your life.
Okay. Wow. Are fucking calling me on already. Jeez. It's kind of early for that.
I'm just calling it as it is.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Well, I'm on Weed Talk and you're not. So what does that say about you now?
It's because I'm on Fag Talk. That's why.
That's true. You can't have too many talks.
No.
You're on Gay Talk and on Pharmacist Talk. And that's it.
I'm
Talk?
on Cottage Core Talk.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on Rocker Hispanic Talk, Latin, all indie, and then also like the weird. Do you ever get those videos on TikTok where it's just like men? And like, I'm just kidding. Just start talking about men
all the time.
But it's just like men, and then they're just like showing their bulge.
No, I don't get those videos.
Dude, I get it a lot. Like,
I'm on Boop Talk. So I guess similar.
Maybe the algorithm just works really well for us.
Algorithm just knows who's gay and who isn't.
But it's weird because like I'll like, you know how you scroll and it'll just randomly put a live on your feed.
Yeah.
So like it'll be like guys just like sitting like this, but then they also have like the biggest bulge of their life. Mm-hmm. Or like it's a DJ, but he's showing his bulge.
Of course.
And there's literally someone who's a baker and he has the camera like up here wearing sweatpants showing his bulge. And then like in all of these like lives, it's always all these people like, whoa, like what's your Twitter? Like trying to like see more.
They're down bad. Right.
And it's like, this is disgusting. Like literally people, and like, you know how they updated their terms of service and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's why, because there's like a whole lot of bulge on TikTok right now.
Oh, they're like, we can't have this much bulge, guys. We like, can have.
Don't get me wrong, I love some bulge, but like,
they're about to break into our home. It's the bulge men. The men with bulges are about to break in.
Oh, the male
with their big ass bulges.
They're pretty loud though.
They were loud. I doubt they heard it though. You guys didn't hear shit, most likely.
Just a bunch of like people talking.
I know, that was so weird. I heard it and I was like, "What the fuck? What are you doing hanging out on a Friday night? How dare you?"
So anyway, bulge.
Right.
It's all over the place. Like there's also like these like lives of people who like just shake the camera suddenly to make it look like they're diddling themselves. But they don't show anything.
Right,
it's like in a corner of their room or something.
That's so weird.
It's disgusting. I hate it. I hate like that side of TikTok.
You should stop clicking on the go live, those lives then, so that you don't get
it. It just comes up on my lives, bro.
But if you click on it, like at all, if you click on it, it's gonna keep coming up.
But I like seeing some bulge.
And that's okay. That you don't want it on your TikTok. You want it there.
The algorithm's just like, oh, this is what he likes.
Like I'll go to the comment section on Boob Talk because I'm like, I don't mind being here.
Boob Talk. I want to be on Boob Talk.
It's kind of more like cosplay talk, I would say. But you know,
what's your furry hentai stuff that you like to watch?
Oh, definitely. It's Freddy Fazbear, but cosplay. Vanessa, have you seen my massive tits? Yeah, that's inside of TikTok. I'm on.
Vanessa, what nice mommy milkers you have.
No, bro. Oh, have you seen Vanessa? Can I get a slice of that Vanessa?
No.
Yeah.
I hate that man who makes those TikToks.
I don't think he's made them anymore. I think he stopped.
What?
Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while now.
I remember one of his pages. That's all his pages.
It's so strange. I mean, it's not strange.
He's even going into Spanish. He's making them in Spanish now.
Vanessa, ¿por qué no? I don't know how to speak Spanish well enough to come up with one.
Vanessa, Los frijoles.
Lava sus manos, Vanessa. Vanessa, ¿dónde está la biblioteca? It's a reference to Community.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Wizards of Waverly Place.
Lava sus manos is Wizards of Waverly Place. I'm surprised you remembered that. Yeah. It's like he's like trying to become a wrestler or something. And he's trying to come up with a name and he's like, Lava sus manos.
No,
like,
there's this part where they're like in the living room.
Uh-huh.
And like he's just like spitting out like words. He's like, Basso. Like Selena Gomez is trying to teach him. Like what's this? And then she's like, Basso or some shit like that. I just remember the scene because he was wearing the tightest shirt with like, and it's cut.
Uh-huh. And
I was like, whoa.
It was your gay awakening.
He looks really good in that shirt. What the fuck?
Damn. And see, that's where I first learned like my first proper Spanish that stuck with me. Lava sus manos. That scene just stuck with me. The way he said it, I just loved it. And then I learned it meant wash your hands. Mm-hmm. And I was like, now I know how to say that. And to this day, if I think of washing my hands, like just briefly in my head, I'll think lava sus manos.
Crazy how you learn that, but you never wash your hands.
That's fucked up for you to say.
I never see you wash your hands.
I wash my hands every fucking day.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
I don't even hear you washing your hands. I've actually never seen you once wash your hands here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, ever, dude.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of gross.
Okay, I've never seen you wipe your ass here, now that I think about it.
Oh, you want to walk into the fucking bathroom?
Well, if you want to walk into my fucking bathroom. It's so funny because I had to just buy like hand soap because I couldn't keep washing my hands with the soap that I wash my body with. Because I don't know. Like, I just prefer how hand soap feels. Does that make sense?
It should. You shouldn't be washing your hands with your body soap.
Well, I mean, I was fucking poor. Okay, I only had.
Bro, it's like $1.
Huh?
Like $1. It's a Dollar Tree.
I wanted like something that smelled nice. So I got.
They smell nice at the Dollar Tree.
Okay, too. I don't believe that because
they do because I always get it from there, and it's the good brand too. No, it's a good brand too. It's literally that. Wait, is it Dio?
I don't know what the good brand is.
It's one of the good brands.
I just buy the one that
you just
smells
hate.
the nicest.
Why do you hate the Dollar Tree, bro?
I don't. I love
you
going.
Do. You
I
never
know. Here's
there.
the thing. I've gone to Dollar Tree. I've done shit there. But like when it comes to things like detergents or like hand wash, like I think I just lived in too lavish of a lifestyle with my rich parents.
But your clothes smell good afterwards.
Huh?
Your clothes smell good afterwards.
I didn't want to talk about this on the podcast, but like they don't smell as good.
Bro, because you put one lid.
I've been putting 3 like you asked me to.
I put up to 4, bro.
Okay.
And my clothes smell good as fuck.
I think they smell nice, like my clothes.
And they're soft.
But I think that the stuff that I used when I was like living with my mom smell a million times better.
Well, yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. It's like a scale thing for me.
But also it's inexpensive. So like the quality that you do get from it is like expected.
And I get that. I can judge that. But when I know I can afford the better quality, I'm gonna get the better quality.
Okay, I get you.
Like that's just how I am because I'm just.
But just because you can't afford the better quality doesn't mean that you can't get the low quality for now.
True, but also I had like no money. Like no money. I bought all this shit and I was like, okay, next paycheck. And then I got paid hella good again and I was like, and now I have
it's those $25 extra they give you today.
Yeah, for that 1 hour of overtime.
Dude, that's BS, bro.
So for context, my work just does not want us ever getting overtime ever. In fact, today we had 3 minutes until we had to clock out and I was barely finishing up all the work that I had to. And usually we work until we're done. But not today. No, today we worked until exactly clock out time. And then we all sprinted to the fucking clock out like area and clocked out right on time because they were going to get mad at us if we got any extra overtime because they thought they were doing us a favor by approving overtime. So I got an hour of overtime and it's like $22. And I did the math and I was like, wait, that fucking sucks. So that's the context is that I would love more overtime. I don't think I'll ever get it. Instead, they'll keep making me take long lunches.
Fuck Sam.
Yeah, what?
Whoever Sam is, I hate him.
Yeah, fucking Sam. What's your deal with overtime, Sam?
Samuel, I bet you that's his full name.
Oh my gosh, that was my therapist's
Samuel
name.
Bartholomew.
Bartholomew Chastain.
Samuel Bartholomew Chastain the Third. Some dumb shit like that.
No, it has to be Junior. Junior Bartholomew Chastain Jr. Just sounds more infuriating.
Dude, that's horrible. I can't believe they did that.
Yeah, but whatever. It meant where I was able to get here at a reasonable time to record.
Yeah.
And like not 2 a.m.
Yeah, I wasn't even ready, dude. I was butt naked on the couch with my hole in the air. And
I know we would have gotten started at exactly 11:40, but like I mean, I had to take advantage.
I had to like push yourself off my body.
Oh yeah, what am I supposed to do? I mean, hole is hole.
It was just not the vibe.
Does anyone sing that properly? Have you met anyone who, when it gets to that part, they go? They don't go. They say the actual lyrics.
No, I haven't met anybody like
Me
that.
neither. One of the main reasons that one of my favorite movies of like all time is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is because of the one scene in the beginning when he's singing along to like the Sunflower song, but he's like like and like he's not actually singing along properly, and I was like, I do that. I immediately just loved the character after that one moment. I was like, I like this guy. This guy's cool. And that's like my favorite movie. I think I could watch that movie not over and over, actually.
Dude, that movie's badass. I can't wait for the second one.
The second one is a part 1. So it's like Into the Spider-Verse 2 part 1. So it means there's going to be another one after it. And it's most likely going to be coming out like the year after that one comes out rather than waiting like 3 or 4 years for it. And I'm like, fuck yes. I'm so excited for that.
I like watched a clip about like how they made the music. They like made it in a different kind of way. So it like trips you out a little bit.
The music is so good.
Yeah.
I fucking loved the music.
I don't remember what the fuck they did, but I was like, wow, that's pretty cool.
I think it's really good music when you notice the music. I think people say like, oh, you shouldn't notice the music. I disagree. I think if you notice the music and you're like, oh, like you're just like, whoa, I'm feeling shit. And you know,
who says that though?
You know, I think I might have just made that. I think I just gaslit you. I just, you know, like, like, you know, I guess I took a similar principle where like, it's like good editing if you don't notice the editing sort of thing. So I just kind of took that similar principle, I guess. But like, also you do sometimes want your music not to overtake a scene. Like it used music just so well that I never felt like the music was too much in some scenes. And it always just felt like it was just always right.
I don't know whose theme it is. I think it's like every time. Spoiler alert. If you haven't seen Spider-Man Into the Universe.
If you haven't seen it yet, what the fuck are you doing?
I said Spider-Man Into the Universe.
Spider-Man Into the Steven Universe.
I think when his uncle comes out, it's like,
yeah.
It sounds like a lion roar.
Yes.
It sounds so crazy. Every time I hear that.
Something like that.
Yeah, dude. Oh, every time I hear that, I'm like, oh, that's so badass. Like it's like sends that chill up your spine. You're like, oh,
I thought
what is that?
The way they used that like song that they had to always like show when the character was coming was cool. And then when they revealed it was spoiler alert, when it revealed it was his uncle, the music changed there that still kept all the same instruments from that sound was so fucking cool. And it like really just made the scene hit like much better than it should have. Like, I don't know if anyone was like, oh, that's like, I don't know if anyone called it. Like, they saw that villain and they're like, that's definitely the uncle.
Oh, that's his uncle.
That's his uncle for sure.
In this universe, that's the bad guy's uncle.
Yeah, it makes sense, actually. Miles Morales, it's typical for his uncle to be the bad guy. Like, or some shit. I don't know if anyone called it, but I didn't. I was just watching it for the first time. And when that happened and then the music hit, I was just like, I was so shocked. I was just as shocked as Miles in that moment. I'm like,
it was like such an epic turn, like in the Twilight movies. Wait, did you have you watched the Twilight?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Like when it's a dream, the whole.
I'm just kidding. Yes. I know exactly what you're talking about.
What am I talking about?
You're talking about the big fight scene where everyone fucking dies, and then like it's like, psych.
Okay,
oh wait, spoilers. Oh fuck. I'm just kidding. If y'all haven't seen any of these movies, what the fuck are you living under?
Dude, my stepmom hadn't watched the Twilight movies. And I made her watch them. Like,
didn't you get her obsessed with them too?
Dude, yeah. She would text me every day and be like, oh, I just finished the movie. Like, it's so good. And I told her, you can't watch the last one without me. Please. I wanted to see her reaction with the dream sequence.
It's so interesting that you text your stepmom. I don't know how else to put that.
Why?
Because I don't. I don't talk to my stepmom at all unless I'm visiting my dad. I'm not even visiting my dad. I'm just visiting my little brother and sister. But
I think there's just some context you're missing there.
Maybe. I think I just never really spoke to her growing up. So now I'm like older and I could. And she does talk to me like I'm older now. Like she'll talk about more real shit, I guess. And it's nice, but it's like I just can't I can't talk to my mom about real shit either though. Like I don't really talk to my mom either.
Sounds like a you thing then.
It is. That's why I'm saying it's so weird to me that like you text your mom, your stepmom. I'm just like, whoa, what the fuck? You just do that?
I even text my half sister. No. Oh yeah, I guess my half sister too. She texts me. I think she's like I don't know how big she is. Yeah. And she sent me a picture, I think last week, of her outfit that she took to school. It was like a little, like, I guess it was college day. So she wore a little college day inspired fit.
Oh, wow.
And she was like, look, brother, like, look what I wore today. And I was like, I was at school, I think I was in rehearsal, and I was like, oh my God, how cute. And that was cute. I even text my other sister too. She texted me like yesterday, I think, or today. I don't remember.
I wish my half brother and half sister texted me, but I don't think they have a phone yet. I also don't know how old they are. I never know how old they're similar to the age of your half sister.
Okay,
because you said 7, and I was like, that makes sense. I think the oldest is 7, or maybe older. I don't know how old they are. And like I always ask, and I always like try to make a point of remembering how old they are whenever I ask, and I forget again. One of them literally had a birthday not too long ago too, and I'm like, oops.
They call you, don't they?
They did. Oh yeah, that's right. I think I was in the living room and you were like getting ready for school or something.
While I was taking some gay activities.
Oh, just me. Hi, how you guys doing? What are you doing for your birthday, Noah? And you up to gay activities?
Gay activities, just me living life.
You know what? I gotta admit something to you.
What?
We can cut this if you don't want it on the podcast, but I'm
okay. I'm nervous.
A night when you had gay activities, and you asked me the next morning if I heard anything, and I told you no. I lied. I heard.
This can go in. I don't care.
I heard the spanking.
Okay.
That was the only thing I heard. But it went on for so long, and it wasn't that it was making me feel weirded out. It was the fact that I was like, damn, I don't know who's getting spanked, but the endurance on their ass to take this much of a spanking, I was like, damn. But I kind of just feel like I don't want to hear it, because I feel like if I do hear it, I have to talk about it. So I fucking went to Whataburger.
You left in the middle of the night?
I left and went to Whataburger, and I got like some tacos, or the taquitos, which are so good. Dude. They were so fucking good.
I'll butt chug. All of their taquitos.
It was, and I always get it. They have like a special. You know how I like their gravy. Yeah. They have a special one for the taquitos. If you get it with them, it has like breakfast sausage in it.
Wait, what kind of taquito do you get?
I don't remember which ones I got. I always just either get the chorizo one or the bacon one.
I get chorizo with cheese. Egg, cheese, and chorizo. Always. The best.
Well, yeah, they were so good that I forgot you were getting, you were either you or them were spanking each other. And here's the thing, I did eat in my car because I didn't want to like come home too early. So I sat in my car with a YouTube video on and I just finished eating, and I was like, oh, that was so good. And then I forgot why I left, and I was like, time to go back up. And I went up, and I didn't hear anything anymore. And then I just went to bed. It was like probably 2 a.m. by then. I was gone.
I feel
for
like I know
while.
which guy this is.
Yeah. I mean, I could say Bimbo, and I'm sure you know Big Bimbo.
But he hasn't been.
Not here, the other apartment.
Oh, it was over there?
Yes. How else would I hear?
Oh, I thought you heard it here.
No, I thought you would know exactly what I was talking about when I brought up the spanking, but I guess it's more of a normal occurrence than I thought.
Yeah, there's a lot more other guys that been doing that.
Shit, I didn't know that.
But if it was over there, it was definitely them.
Yeah, no, I know it was for sure them. Because I was watching like the Studio Ghibli movies while all that was going on.
Oh, yeah. Then it was them.
Yeah.
Oh.
And,
wait. That was a big, like...
I know. Was it too big of a hint?
Maybe they forgot. And
do they watch?
I hope not. Probably not.
But
wait,
I mean...
They don't.
They don't?
I don't think they follow me anywhere.
Oh, there we go. We're good. Maybe you want them to know,
I need to stop saying...
just bringing up bad memories.
I'm like turning red.
Good memories.
Anyways, this is getting hot in here, bro. I think turning off the fan was a bad idea.
Sorry, bro. It's too late. It's staying off now. Let's keep pressing on the questions. When that night, no, I'm just.
I don't.
But yeah, anyways, I don't know how we got here, but yes, I heard that, and then I left and got Whataburger, and it was so good.
Damn,
Whataburger really slapped. And talking about it now, I'm like, damn, I want to go get Whataburger, but I won't because that's a waste of money. But do I wish I could? Hey, what do you think about
these bimbo things?
No.
Anyways,
just bringing up all the memories right now, but. Yeah. So I don't know how I got to this topic in the conversation just now.
Do you like being spanked?
Do I like being... No, I don't.
Do you like spanking?
I do.
No, okay.
It's fun. It can be really fun.
You like choking?
If they ask me to. Okay. I don't do anything unless they ask me to. Or if I want to do something, I'll suggest it first before we get to that point. Mm-hmm. But like, what do you feel about this? You know?
I'll get you.
Yeah. But for the most part, I don't do anything unless they tell me to do it.
I feel like
I'm trying so hard not to cough.
The floor is yours. I'm just kidding. No, but I feel like since like I do meet up with a few guys, I always like I don't like go like, oh, yeah. But like I like suggest it. I like go for a sort of like neck touch, and then if they like extend the neck and like they kind of like submiss themselves into it, I'm like, oh, okay,
right,
I get it. I like kind of read the signs.
I
don't also go ham because I feel like I'm a soft top. Like I'm a soft top. Like I don't really like anything too rough. I like very romantic, very like kissy, cuddle. And then like the rough when it needs to be, but like chill out.
See, I can go rough.
Oh, okay.
If they want me to, I can. I've been asked to like slap somebody.
Me too.
And I was like, "Are you sure?" And they're like, "Mm-hmm." And so the first one was like, you know, you know, and they were just like, "What the fuck was that?" And I was like, "It's a slap."
Well, what you just like outed me on? I told you about that night and why you heard that. Because you were telling me to like slap their face.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Slapping is so strange because like it's like, I mean, I guess spanking an ass is still harm.
Because it's like, but an ass is different because it's like meaty. There's like nothing that can really hurt back there.
But like the face, like I've been slapped and it hurts. Like not during, but I've been slapped in general.
I got like sucker punch to the face one time.
I actually have been slapped during, and I remember I wanted to cry when it happened because I wasn't expecting it. I was like,
wait, I feel like this happened to me too. Like somebody like slapped me, and I was like, oh no.
When you don't expect it, it's like the worst thing ever. Like I was just like, what's happening? You know, like I was like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Yeah, dude. I get that.
But eventually I got to a point where I could slap.
Okay.
Like I was able to like, boom. And then they'd be like, yeah, that's a slap.
Okay.
I was like, you fucking damn right it is. So
I
yeah.
get shy.
Huh?
Sorry, I'm like gassy, but I get shy. I'm like, well, your face is so pretty. I don't want to like, hurt you. But then I'll like go at it a few times, and then I'll be like, okay, that's enough. Like, I just want you to like kiss me, please.
I think rough can be so fun. I think it's like it plays in. I like just the roughness of it. It can just be so fucking animalistic, and I'm so for it. The animalism that comes out of that, I'm like, whoa! I don't know what's happening, but I'm
It's your
all
primal
for it.
urges, bro.
For real though, it really does satisfy my primal urges.
What about spitting?
It's so funny you bring that up because I was just about to talk about that.
Oh.
I will do it, but
I won't receive it, huh?
no, definitely won't. I've received it once, and I wanted to vomit. Yeah. I was like, whoa,
That me too.
I was like, that was the most disgusting thing of my life. And they're like, making out is the same thing. And I was like, no,
it's not.
I don't feel spit landing in my mouth when I make out with you. It's just happening naturally. All right. Yeah. But you spitting in my mouth?
We're slamming faces together.
For real. Yeah. It's just different.
Yeah. I do have a spit story.
Okay.
And like, I mean, I guess it's the first time it happened to me.
Okay.
And it was like my first year here in college.
Okay.
And I was hooking up with this guy, and I went over to his place, and his room was a mess. Disgusting dorm room, as it is.
Right.
And we were like chilling on his bed. We were watching something on TV. I don't remember what it was, but it was something boring because I couldn't keep up with it. And then we started like getting into it, whatever. And then he's like on top of me. No, I'm on top of him, looking at him. And then he's like, spit on me. And I was like, oh shit, okay. But like in his mouth.
Right.
So I was like, okay. But like I had never done that before. So I was like kind of weird about it. So it was like a pathetic, like
the guy that drips on you more than them.
It was just pathetic, like little spit.
Yeah.
And then like, okay, we get more into like whatever. And he made me do it more than once to him.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, like I can like get into that. But then he like got on top of me, and then he was like, open your mouth. And I was like, no. But I was like, try it. Maybe like you don't even know if you like it.
Right.
You know?
Gotta try it once.
Didn't like it.
Right.
He spit in my mouth once, and it went in my mouth, and I was like, and then he like wanted me to open my mouth again. And I either did do it, but that was like it. And I was like, okay, like let's just make out. And, like I made out with him, and he wanted to do it again. I was like, no, man, I think I'm good. I'm good. Like I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
We went on to do other things, but I was not down for the spit. I was not down. Not down to have it done to me. Doing it to other people, I'm down for.
I'm a little hesitant doing it to people. That's the one that I hesitate the most on. I'll just be like, like I just think about it for a second too long, and the moment passes where I would have done it easily, and now I'm just like, okay, here it comes. Like,
you see, bro, I gotta be in love with you if I'm gonna do that. Like, I think I have to be deeply in love with you
to just accept their spit.
Because I'll be like, okay, we be smacking faces all the time. Like, I know where your mouth be. But like with random hookups, I'm like, I don't know who you are.
Yeah. Like, did they even brush their teeth that morning? Right. When was the last time they flossed? I mean, come on.
No, I gotta be deeply in love with you.
Yeah. I get that. I get that. I don't care how in love I am with someone. You ain't spitting in my fucking mouth.
Either that or you're gonna have to be sexy, hot.
You know what?
Amazing.
Yeah. I guess if someone like fucking hottest person I've ever seen in my life decided I was chosen to be in bed with them. They decided I was the one to do this day.
Yeah.
And then they were like, open your fucking mouth. I'd be like, yes, mommy. And I just accept it.
Like in Orbit. Open your mouth.
Oh my God, Orbit, bro. Fucking love that movie. That movie's so stupid. It's so bad. It's so bad, though.
I never really sit down and watch that movie. Like, I'll always play it for people when they like come over.
Which is a weird thing to do, by the way. That's
Why?
your go-to movie.
But it's not.
But like, you have done it more than once when we've come over, and I'm just
Dude, I've literally done it like twice.
yeah, and that's more than once, and that's just a little weird.
Would you want me to play the Twilight movies?
Okay, you also played Zack and Miri make a porno.
Dude, that movie's fucking funny.
It's just like so weird that like I was like, I wonder what he plays for his other guests that aren't us when they're there.
We watched like cute gay movies. Like Brokeback Mountain.
I've never seen that movie.
Me neither. And I don't want to.
Uh-huh.
It's like 2 hours long too.
Oh.
It's like a movie.
Yeah, well, duh. Because it is a movie.
Well, yeah, but like movies, an hour, 30 minutes.
Right.
But it's just like two men kissing, get it over with.
It's all about the role play leading up, bro.
You're like, oh,
I mean, the foreplay.
Cold in a mountain, bro. Maybe we should like lay up next to each other, nut to butt. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
On some homie shit.
Like when we went camping that one time and we all cuddled.
And by we all cuddled, you mean me and you?
So the other day, fuck, bro. So you play like what was that cheerleader movie we saw?
But I'm a cheerleader.
Do you play movies like that basically? Or no?
Whatever
That
I'm
movie's
feeling,
fun.
bro.
That movie was so fun though.
I love that movie.
It was so stupidly fun. I was just like, what are you watching? And I just sat down and watched it with you and I was like,
And it has that girl in it. Always forget. I don't know what her name is.
I don't know who you're talking
But
about.
she's in Russian Doll. She always has like the scruffy hair. That's like her look. She has like hair.
I don't know.
And like crazy eyeliner. I love her.
I just remember we had a shit ton of like Cheeto puffs. I don't fucking know. You had like a big tub of them. They're just in between us while we were watching.
Oh, those were so good. They were little paws.
Cheeto paws.
They were paws. They were called paws. Something.
Cheeto paws sounds so weird. Cheetah paws.
Cheetah paws.
Menopause. That's what I'm thinking of.
Diagnosed with cheetah paws.
Those were so good.
It makes my whole like dripping wet. Like my whole is just.
You're turning into
gaping.
a doctor right now? You're about to cry.
It's like gaping and like it's always just so moist and juicy.
Mm-hmm.
And like it lets out those, what are they called? Endorphins. Endorphins. So it just like attracts like all like these horny men.
Obviously.
And like I can't get rid of it.
I don't think endorphins was the right word.
What is it called then when like
there's a word. Fuck, I don't know. I don't know. We'll just go with end orphans.
End orphans.
No, don't say end orphans. I think it's like the man gene. I don't know what to call it.
It's like the horny smell.
Yeah. Testosterone?
No.
I think it is.
No, it's not.
I don't know what it is. Never mind.
Yeah,
endorphins. It's endorphins. Yeah,
I'm just full of tea.
Just herbal tea or like
tea,
chamomile? Like, no, I'm just
like no, man. I'm not even gonna explain that.
It's green tea.
Earl Grey, actually.
Like Grey's Anatomy. I can't believe they named a tea after the Grey's Anatomy show.
They did?
No, I don't know. I just know that the hospital's like called Grey Sloan.
That joke was such a flop.
It wasn't though. It was so funny to me, and that's what matters to me.
Your Leo is showing right now, and I need you to tone it down. I know that's a lot to ask, but like you just need to tone it down.
Leo DiCaprio?
It's
My
Leonardo.
main character energy?
And also fuck that man.
Yeah, isn't he like a hypocrite or something?
Oh, he also preys on like younger women.
He does?
Yes, he's like dating someone who's super young right now.
And this is why I just don't follow celebrities.
I think they're like 19 or like 20 something.
You're fucking lying. No way.
No, they're super young. I just know they're super young.
My
I'm
God.
spreading misinformation, but they're like really young, and he's like what, pushing 50.
Damn. The only celebrity that I know like shit on is like Mark Wahlberg. Because he was like, if I was on the planes during the 9/11 attacks, I'm just saying, like, it wouldn't have gone down. And I was like, did he really just say that?
He's like what's her name? It wasn't Kylie Jenner. The one of the Kardashians that's in the Pepsi commercial, and they're like rioting, and then she just hands them a Pepsi, and she's like, "Here." Yes. That's what he would do. He'd just go 9/11 joke. He's just like, "Here, have a Pepsi." He just like solves everything with like a Pepsi.
You know,
that's literally what that man said. That man said, "I can just fix everything."
He really did though. And he believed it. You could just see it in his face. He's like, "I'm just saying, if I was on that plane, it wouldn't be going down."
Because I'd give him Pepsi. Disgusting.
He'd be like, because I'd beat the shit out of them. I'd fucking swirly them too, and then you know what? I'd fucking give them nipple twists just for fun. I'd suck them all off just so that they could die knowing.
I'd give them the best head. I'd suck them dry like a Capri Sun.
And then I'd bite their dicks off at the end. And I'd swallow it.
And I'd chew on them like with the straw. At the end, you just start chewing on the straw. With their dicks.
And that's Mark Wahlberg, everybody.
Aww.
What a hero.
Cancelled.
What a hero.
I don't even know who Mark Wahlberg is.
You know who Mark?
He's a buff guy. He's like super buff.
I don't know about super buff. He's like kind of buff. Have you seen the movie The Other Guys?
He's white.
He is. Have you seen the movie The Other Guys? With like Will Ferrell?
No, but he has like a TV show, doesn't he?
I don't think he does.
with his brother.
Okay.
The Wahlbergs is something like that.
No, you're off.
You're going to look so dumb because he has a TV show.
I don't think he does.
He does because his brother like owns like restaurant chains.
I don't think so. Look it up. Yeah, look it up. This has to be looked up right now.
Literally just because I need to prove it to you. Like you can't even take my word.
I can't because it just sounds so not Mark Wahlberg. I don't think he'd go around the
TV show.
Oh no. What if you're wrong?
Oh wait, that's Mark Wahlberg.
I knew it.
Oh no, that's Mark Wahlberg.
I don't.
Is this Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah, that's Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, he has a TV show.
What the fuck is his TV show?
It's because it showed me this guy, whoever this guy is.
Oh, that's not Mark Wahlberg. What the fuck? How did that guy come up first? Mark Wahlberg is like super famous.
Russian roulette. The Price is Right. The Mark Wahlberg Show.
What?
There's a more famous Mark Wahlberg?
Apparently, I guess. What the fuck?
What?
It must hurt to be Mark Wahlberg right now. Just knowing that a gay man and a straight man sitting on a couch just found out there's a more famous Mark Wahlberg.
Well, Wall Street. Do we really need a Mark Wahlberg reality show? Question mark.
The article?
Yeah, it is.
The answer is no. We don't.
He has an HBO Max TV show. Documentary.
I don't know, bro. It's fucking Mark Wahlberg.
Dude, yeah, he has a TV show. I know he does.
Okay.
Like with his brother.
Well, now that you know who you're talking about, now I believe you. The problem was...
I knew who I was talking about the whole time.
The problem is that what you were saying initially just didn't sound like you knew who Mark Wahlberg was. And that's why I couldn't believe you. Because you said he was super buff, and I was like, Mark Wahlberg is not.
He is
like
buff.
The Rock is super buff.
But he is buff.
Buff, yes, but you said super buff. You said super buff, and I was like, no.
Okay, all right.
He has like the details are kind of important.
That one Calvin Klein shot. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
Yeah, he had a Calvin Klein shoot. He's like in undies. Oh shit. I
did not see that. No.
Damn, I guess you weren't a fat.
Guess I'm not gay enough for you. Yeah, no.
How do you? Never mind. I'm not gonna expose you like that.
What? No, expose me.
No. Oh, you want me to?
Yeah, I do. Because now I'm curious what the fuck you're talking about.
How do you shave your asshole? But you've never seen the Mark Wahlberg Calvin Klein pictures.
You think I shaved my asshole to finger it to Mark Wahlberg's pictures?
Okay, I didn't say you finger your asshole. You're putting a lot of context there.
I'm just saying you're putting
there's a lot of context you just added there.
There's a big jump between shaving my asshole and Mark Wahlberg underwear pics. That's a pretty massive leap there.
Because it's gay.
It's not gay to shave your asshole.
It's pretty gay to me.
It's okay. I think you're just a little homophobic.
I am.
I don't think it's gay. What's wrong with shaving your asshole?
There's nothing wrong with shaving your asshole.
What's gay about shaving your asshole then? You're telling me men can't get their ass eaten out by a woman either?
No, that's gay.
It is pretty gay. You're right. That's gay. Fuck, bro. Yeah,
No,
I didn't know you were going to call me out.
It's very hygienic of you.
It's the only hygienic part of me. It's my asshole now.
Yeah, you also don't come on yourself. Very hygienic of you.
Hey, I guess you're right. I'm just like the most hygienic person I know now.
Yeah, you're like the cleanest person I know.
You don't have to say it like that.
I'd like eat food off of your body because it's just so clean.
Yeah.
Like, you know how like TV shows, like they make fun of like people who like lay on tables and they put sushi all over the body.
Uh-huh.
Like I want to do that to you, like with our like tiny itty bitty table, and just put like a whole bunch of rolls on you.
Oh wow.
Maybe on your dingling too, like they
really?
run down it.
Like a donut maybe? Like a stack of donuts?
Run down it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then like sushi right here.
Here or
on your nipples.
Run down my dingling?
Mm-hmm.
Like flaccid?
Yeah.
You're not going to get far.
And you're just really gonna out yourself, like.
I mean, you might be able to get like a quarter of a sushi on there, maybe.
Quarter. A quarter?
Yeah, like a quarter of the sushi. Yeah, that might fit.
I have to cut it to fourths.
Oh, yeah, if you're gonna go on the ding-a-ling. What does your shirt say? What the fuck is your shirt? Show them your shirt, because I don't know what it is.
It's Boys in the Hood.
Oh.
With Ice Cube.
Oh. I just didn't know what the fuck your shirt was. I've been fixated on it.
Now you're going to criticize my fit?
No, I've been fixated on this since I've gotten home because I haven't been able to read the letters. So I was like, what the fuck is he wearing?
I've worn this shirt so many... Look, that's Ice Cube.
Mm-hmm, yeah. Yeah. No, keep it spread like that. What?
Tits?
No. I wasn't talking about your tits, bro. Whoa. This could really bounce, bro. This could really do something to me right now.
It's hypnotizing you. You want sushi on your body?
No, bro. All right. Okay. No. I'm not gay, bro. I just like to shave my asshole.
What's gay about putting sushi on your body?
Am I naked? Then it's
Duh.
gay. Then it's gay.
Also I'll pour like soy sauce on it. Did you ever see that trend where guys were dipping their balls in soy sauce to see if they taste it? That's what I would do to you. I'd like pour it on your balls.
I'd rather you put like whipped cream there or something at least. Like something that would taste yummy.
But the whole point that you can taste this is like the sodium or something like that.
Okay, then throw some salt on the whipped cream. I'm just kidding. I am so disgusted by food play. I don't want anything on me ever. If you,
it makes sense because you don't even put your own cum on you. So.
Yeah. If you try putting chocolate syrup on me, caramel on me, anything that is like a sauce on me.
What about pickle juice?
What the fuck? You fucked me up with that question alone. What the fuck?
What if you were dating a hot girl, dude? Hot, like she's really out of your league, but she really threw a bone at you, and she was like, "Babe, I really like pickle juice.
Mm-hmm.
Could I put some on your neck, and on your hole?"
I could have gone with neck. You're talking about my hole, not like my asshole or my urethra.
No, what fucking hole do you think I was talking about?
There's 2 holes. I don't know. Like, what is she gonna fucking? What is she?
She's gonna put it down there like a straw.
She could, bro. All right, she can suck. She can suck it out. All
she
right,
like blows it in there.
Okay. All right. So my butthole. Well, it's pretty clean down there, so maybe it wouldn't be too bad like cleaning it off later. It's like, I mean, if she's really that hot. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I could.
Not even whipped cream. Not even syrup.
It's sticky. It's sticky.
She's literally gonna lick it off of you.
Okay,
it's not even gonna be on you for that
you know
long.
what happens the second something sweet touches anything, and then you wipe it off immediately? It still gets fucking sticky.
She's not gonna wipe it off. She's gonna lick it off.
Okay, yeah, like the saliva's gonna clean much.
You're gonna literally suck it off.
The bacteria is gonna have a fucking field day on that
I want you to
sweet.
be my little sundae. Can I put little sprinkles on you?
No, I could if like she scoops like a thing of ice cream with her finger and like feeds it to me. Like if I could do that food play, I guess. But like put it on my body, no. But like shit like that,
like
I could
honey,
probably,
like some honey.
No, because it has risk of dripping on me. That was weird. I think that was a TV though.
TV, that wasn't. That was somebody yelling.
It just sounded weird. Anyways, yeah, no, like
you see, I'm not a big fan of food play either. Like I don't food and sex don't really sound like a good time for me.
I could only be like fed a little bit. That's it. That's all I can do. I couldn't have anything on me at all.
Maybe if it was like fruit. Like an orange
or like a strawberry
grapes.
Going around your nipple. Mm-hmm.
Running your tight little hole. Your tight little shaved hole.
Okay, never mind. No, fuck you. No.
Whoa, you're digressing now.
I'd rather like to see where the strawberry is. I don't think I want anyone with anything that they could possibly put in or around my hole in somewhere I can't see. If they go behind me, they're like, just relax. I'll be like, what the fuck are you doing back there? I'd be shaking in fear of like what they could possibly do in my most vulnerable state.
What about lube? Do you hate lube?
I do. But it doesn't mean I don't use it. It's just something I have to put up with.
You're interested.
I hate lube. I do. I do. But that's why I like to... I just fucking hate lube. I don't know how else to put it. Lube just is sticky too. Lube can get sticky and I hate that.
Not if you get water based.
I've heard of that. I never had a chance to try it though.
You're literally using the lube with a lot of glycerin in it.
I didn't choose the lube. All right. They chose it. And I was like, okay, let's try it.
You should be like, wait, does it have glycerin in it?
Hold on. Let me see that bottle.
Let me read it really quick.
This is fucking glycerin, you idiot. What are we going to do now?
Do you know that's really bad for you though?
Glycerin?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good thing I fucking hate lube then.
Because like if it gets in your pee hole, you get infection.
We put it on top of the
or
condom,
urinary
obviously.
tract infection. Don't use
I've never done
glycerin-based lube. Always water-based.
I'm glad you've taught me this. I would have never known any of this.
Yeah, of course, because you're a man. You don't know anything about pleasing a woman. Disgusting.
How dare you?
Like your only purpose in so I need to tell you something. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But it's a bit, I promise. But I need to tell you something.
I'm in the select few that knows where clit is, okay? Fuck you. Okay, what do you have to fucking tell me, huh?
It's like underneath, it's like, isn't the clit like under the belly button? Or is it in the taint?
What?
Or is it...
Are you being serious? I'm like so confused now. I was like, how high?
Or is it inside? It's inside of the vagina, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You gotta like go looking for
It's like a tonsil. You know, like the tonsil hangs at the back of your throat.
Oh yeah.
That's where the clit is. It hangs in the back of the.
Oh, so it's like dangling, like.
If you could fit your eye in there, you'd see it.
Oh.
You'd need a flashlight somehow, but if you had like night vision, you'd totally see it.
Oh, okay, cool. So, I want to tell you something.
Okay,
it isn't my tea to spill, but I'm gonna spill it.
just spill it.
So one of my friends has like a roommate, and so sorry if they listen, but it was really horrible what they were telling me the other day.
Oh my god. Okay.
And it was like their friend had their significant other over.
Okay.
And they cooked dinner for them.
Oh.
And they made like a really nice dinner, and they fed their significant other.
Okay.
And my friend who was telling the story to me would like looked at all the food that they made and was like, oh, yeah, like this looks so fucking good. Like you fed them good tonight. So they finish eating and whatever.
Delish.
And they're in the kitchen like making their own food.
Okay.
And their friend looks at, I'll just say boyfriend. And they go, so do you have anything to say? Like about the food, you know? And then they go, what? About what? And like he didn't say anything about the food, you know? And it was like her first time cooking for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Fuck.
And then my friend interrupts and goes, I don't know, maybe about the whole like meal she just made for you. And then this man goes, oh yeah, it's all right, I guess.
What? Are you fucking serious?
Yes.
This is ruffling my jimmies quite a lot.
And it kind of makes sense when I give you more context later.
Okay.
They go on a whole spiel. Okay. I'm missing some other context.
Right. Important.
They go, so like, when are you going to like cook for me?
Oh no.
The girl says to this man.
Yeah.
And then he like stays silent.
Oh God.
And then he proceeds to talk about how he believes he shouldn't cook her a meal because it's the woman's duty to be in the kitchen. This happened recently. Like, this wasn't in the past. This was like a couple weeks ago.
Oh my God.
And like my friend, I don't know how they stayed in the room while this man was saying this baloney.
Yeah.
And okay, so that happened, and they proceeded to like, my friend was interrupting them like while this was happening.
Right.
And then he was like, I want to call you something right now, but like I shouldn't. It's because it's like something I call you, but like I don't really mean it. And then my friend was like, say it. Like, why don't you just say it? And then he goes, well, I want to call you a bitch, but like I don't mean it in that way.
Okay.
In what way do you mean it then?
I just wanted to call you a female dog.
Dude, it was like, I was like, this is why straight men hate fags like me. Because like, I would not listen to that conversation. I'd be like, are you dumb? What, women belong in the kitchen? Bitch, go outside and make me a fucking shed. Go outside, go rotate my fucking tires for me then. What the fuck are you doing in this fucking table? You know what? And they're military, man. So it made sense. Yeah. It made sense.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? You're doing what you need to go. Go die at war. I miss when men would go die at war. Go do that, please. Like, we don't need that. We don't.
Right.
Disgusting, dude.
That's
like,
terrible.
His whole morals on like that. And then he was apparently talking about how he doesn't believe in oppression. He doesn't think oppression is a thing.
Yeah, obviously.
And I was like, oh. And what did this person look like? Let's just say they were non-pigmented.
Okay.
And I was like, wow.
I could really go for some saltine crackers right now. Right?
I was like, oh, so you're speaking from a place of not being oppressed. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Interesting. Very interesting. So yeah, I was like, wow, like I couldn't be in that room. Like that man would probably murder me that night. I'd be like, what's wrong with you? Okay.
I wish I was in that fucking room, bro.
Me too, because my mouth would not be shut. Like I'd be running my mouth.
I turned into Mark Wahlberg right there. If I was there that night, he ain't talking shit.
If I was there that night, that man would have been making me a meal.
For real, I would have been so pissed. I would have been so fucking angry. Had I like just anyone I known, had I just been there, and I've been in situations like where like men have voiced shit like that, like at work, like I was telling you about, and like I just like was like, what the fuck are these people talking about?
You see, I wouldn't keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, you see, I was like this close to finally being like, yo, I feel like that's a little fucked up when my manager shut up and was like, all right, you guys are free to go, and I was like, I'm fucking out of here.
I won't keep my mouth shut. I'd be like, wait, what? What did you just say?
It happened really quickly that I was just like, what the fuck?
Like you really got to be lying to my fucking face right now.
For real, I think that was part of it. I couldn't tell if it was a joke or not. So I was just like, what? But is there any more to that story? Is that like...
I think that's it. My friend was like... I literally told him, I was like they should just drop him. Like the dick ain't worth it like that. Like just let it go. Yeah. He's just another pole.
Right.
And my friend was like, oh yeah, they came like with another dude the other day. Like,
oh, so they did drop him.
I was like, oh great. It was just a good ending. He like left.
Good ending.
Yeah. You got the good ending.
Yeah, she got the good ending of that. Like, damn, bro. Imagine.
No, but today they did get a text saying that man was over. Today, military man went back. And I'm like, oh, the dick ain't worth it like that.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know how anyone could hear that shit and be like,
yeah.
It's just very outdated. Yeah.
I could only imagine like how their environment is at home.
Yeah, you know, it's just strange. It's just strange. One of my coworkers, she's old. She's pretty old. She's not like super old. She can like still stalk and shit. Like she's still stalking, but she's older. And I can just tell that she's very much, you know, she grew up in like the older mindsets of things, right? Because no matter what, she calls me sir. She places me above her for no reason.
You told me about her.
And I'm like, you don't have to do that. Like, you don't have to call me sir. It's fine. Like I'm a fucking shitheaded, stupid ass 22-year-old. Like, you shouldn't be listening to me. But she always, because whenever we work together, she's usually always paired, or not always paired with me, but when I am paired with her, she reports to me like I'm in charge, and I'm just like, no, dude, do whatever you want. But she's very adamant about it. And I just feel like it's like a way she was raised sort of thing.
I get you.
And, you know, she's old, so it makes sense. She was raised around that time when, like, everyone's like, you have to respect men and men, you know? And so I feel like when you're raised in that, it's hard to break out of that. And then the new age didn't really come until now. I don't know how to explain that.
We're like in it.
Exactly. Like we're the ones being brought up in it, but she just kind of saw it and was like, that's weird. So yeah, she's very old thinking. And it was just strange to notice that. I was like, it's so strange to see it actually. Like it's not just me though. It's like if even like the new guy, like if he told her to do something, she'd do it. Mm-hmm. And I was like, no, don't listen to all the men.
For real. Yeah. These men need to be called out.
They do though.
They need to be called out. They and dragged.
They need to be. People need to know that these men still are out there existing and terrible
and being disgusting.
For real though. Like I still can't believe that cooking is like my. If cooking was a love language, that would be my number one.
I literally, the first thing that came to my mind was like, oh, they don't know how to fucking cook for themselves. Their mom did all the cooking for them. I bet you they don't even know how to fucking clean their fucking clothes. I bet you they don't know how to clean their fucking like room and their fucking place. Like, I just know they're a messy, disgusting man.
It's one of the few things I'm thankful for. Being raised by both my mom and my sister and my aunt and my grandma, only women, is that I learned a shit ton of things that I thought were normal. And I did not know that most men did not do the things that, like, most men did not grow up always cleaning the dishes, always doing their own laundry, cleaning their own room, cleaning their own bathroom, like all that shit. I didn't know that a lot of people
wiping their ass in the shower.
For real, that is like the biggest thing to me that I didn't know was actually something people didn't do. I've lived my whole life thinking everyone washed their ass in the shower.
Dude, and you know what? My dad taught me that.
For real?
Yes, my dad did teach me that.
Your dad understood.
Yeah, and it was because he was raised by a woman. My dad didn't have like a dad growing up.
Yeah.
He was raised by his mom. And then I was raised by my mom. And my dad taught me that because he was raised by his mom.
More men need to just
be raised by women.
Yeah, dude. For real though. Like, you're raised by other men. Like, you're basically being raised by
men
wolves.
who talk like how this man was talking were raised by their fucking dad, and it shows.
Who were raised by their dad who was raised by their dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like...
Disgusting.
It's fucking it's baffling. It's baffling. Like, I know I can be messy, like I can let things get messy, but when I clean up, and it's weird to say it, but like I clean up how they taught me, and it's always like really fucking clean. When I clean up, I know I can be super clean. It's just that I'm a fucking lazy piece of shit, and I like to just let things pile up and be like, I should really clean soon. But like, I mean, you've seen my transformation of my room. You've seen it go from filthy to it's such a vibe right now. I'm like so happy with where my room is. All I need is like some fake plants and shit, because I ain't ready for the real plants yet. I'm not ready for it.
Literally living with somebody who has a fuck ton of them.
I'd rather get a cat.
No,
I want to steal Weddle.
No.
We have a cat that just sits on the balcony or the patio. Is it balcony or patio?
Patio.
No, we have a patio. It's a balcony for them.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
a balcony.
it sits on the balcony of our upstairs neighbor, and he's always there when we're out there.
Yeah,
We don't
just
know if
chilling.
they lock him out or if he just chooses to be out
That
there.
makes me feel sad.
It does make me feel sad, but we decided to name him Weddle because we just thought it was like a fun,
Weddle.
cute little name.
I called him Flaco earlier.
Flaco, that's a cute one too. But I think we've kind of stuck with Weddle. And he's like my favorite thing about this apartment complex right now. Him, and there is a black cat that's also like the apartment across from us upstairs.
Adjacent.
Yeah. The adjacent apartment has two black cats that I know they leave the door open for the cats to go in and out.
Yeah.
So I respect them. I don't know if these
they
people
even have
upstairs,
like a curtain to close it. But they like still walk around it. It's cute.
I know. I love whenever I'm leaving to work, I'll be like, I'll just quickly look to see if they're there, and they'll be like, meow, and I'll be like, pss, pss. I'll make like the cat noises, and they'll be like, they'll just look at me, and I'm like, you guys are cool. And then I'm like, I know I want a cat, but I don't. I know I always say I want a cat, but I don't actually want to get a cat for a while.
Yeah.
You know, I had 2 cats die on me, and I was like, this fucked me up. As much as I want a cat, I don't want to have it. I don't want to fuck up and then have my cats die on me again. So I'm like, I just want to be in a place where I'm super stable, and then I'll get cats again. And I'm going to get 4.
I have a hot take on pets.
Go for it.
And I don't think a lot of people would agree with it. But like, I keep it to myself.
I'm ready for it, though. The podcast is ready for it.
They're not, but like, it's how I feel about pets. It's not like how other people should feel about pets.
Okay.
It's just how I feel about it. My current emotional and mental state.
Yeah.
And it's like I feel like people sometimes get pets when they feel like they're lonely or they're missing something in their life, and they think a pet will fill that void in them.
Yeah.
So like, they get something that they want to take care of because nobody's taking care of them.
Right.
This is how I feel. Like, it's not like fact. It's just like why I don't want to get pets, because like when I lived alone, like I was like, yeah, I really want a dog or something, whatever. But I'm like, but I just want one because I'm lonely. But like, I'm never home. I like to party, like leave to El Paso. Just bleep that out.
I probably won't. I'll try to remember.
Just like you leave out of town and like have a gay old time, but like I don't think I'm in a place to have pets because my lifestyle is just not very homebody. It's very like I want to go places, and I think about my ex a lot because he got a pet after like the first time I tried to break up with them, and it almost looked like a coping mechanism for them. Like they got a pet just because they didn't want to be lonely because I wasn't there, and I'm like, I shouldn't want to keep in captivity like an animal to like make me feel better,
right?
And it just feels like really weird to me. Like I would rather have a pet when I'm older and like I have like a backyard for them to be in, and like maybe like a big house for them to roam around,
right?
You know what I mean? And like I don't know, keeping things in captivity just makes me feel weird.
Yeah,
being a fucking plant dad, I keep all these fucking plants in captivity,
right?
Whatever. But like, yeah, they're living organisms, but like, I feel like I'm giving them good lives in here. They can't voice how they feel.
Yeah,
but like dogs and cats, see like, some of them have like separation anxiety because their owners like make them so used to them, and like some people just really don't know how to take care of their dogs. And it makes me feel sad because I'm like, you only got that dog because you don't like something about yourself. I mean, then there is people who do know how to take care of their dogs, who treat their dogs really well, train their dogs, and they like love their dogs, and their dogs love them. But then there are those people who like can't really manage their time with their dog and can't really like, like give the attention they need. Yeah, and it makes me feel sad because I'm like, I'm not ready for a dog or a cat because I'm not in that place.
I think your opinion, your hot take, what makes it such a hot take is that it's such a general wide blanket rather than what you're saying. Oh, so it's kind of like generalizing, I guess. You kind of view it all under the same hood. I don't know how else to put it. I think your take makes sense though. People do get animals when they feel sad and they're missing something in their life. I think the biggest thing when it comes to owning an animal is lifestyle. Like how you said, how you don't have the lifestyle for it. Yes. That is the biggest thing for it. Because if you don't have the lifestyle to take care of an animal, there are animals that you can have that can fit into those type of lifestyles, like turtles. I think it's just turtles and fish, actually.
VC, even that makes me feel weird. Like having fish in a little tank for their whole life. Like it is weird. That's fucked up.
It is.
And like even turtles, I'm like,
but have you thought of the alternative?
Well, yeah, ponds and like
have you thought of the alternative that they're going to be in a tank for the rest of their life? Anyways,
well, yeah, but I don't want to contribute to that.
It's gonna be forever.
I mean, I know, but like, I don't want to watch that in my house like every day.
And that's fair, but like the way I see it, and this is just because my whole family we've always been pet people. Yeah, is that I'm giving them a better life than if they went to someone else or stayed at that store. If I'm getting a pet, then I'm ensuring. Well, one, I usually get my pets from like rescue centers and shit like that, just because I don't want to support big businesses. But it's all it's like the mindset thing. And like I feel like you're seeing one side of the coin without seeing the other side.
Well, it's because I can take that, but like I'm seeing in the perspective of like me owning it. Right. And like me, the way I live. Yeah. And I feel like I just can't provide the best life for something else. Like if my life, it almost feels like if my life isn't the best it can be for me. Yeah. I don't think I can do that for something else.
Yeah, I get you. There is, and this is part of the other side that you're not seeing. I know that like, how you said, like they're using it to fill a void.
Not everybody, okay?
No. I'm about to say something. Maybe it is my hot take. What? Sometimes they do, though. feel that.
Yeah.
They do provide you that little sometimes that you need in your life. Well, and I don't know if loneliness is the right thing you should be trying to fill with a pet. Well, no.
You see, that's why I'm like, it's not. That's like, I guess, like, part of my hot take is like, it shouldn't be, because it just seems gross to me. Because I don't want to put it like a living being in my life just to fill that void. Like, I should take care of myself and not expect another living thing to help me, like, you know. And like, I guess we always need like living things, like talking to your friends about how you feel and stuff.
Yeah,
but like, you can't, I mean, I guess you can talk to your pets,
you can,
but like,
I think,
I don't know, it makes me feel weird. I just like owning a pet. It makes me feel weird.
I get that. I think if you get a pet to fill a void, it's already negative, and that's bad. If you get a pet and if a pet just happens to bring out something in you that you're like, oh shit, where was this all my life? I think that's okay. And then when you lose a pet, it's so weird to explain. A pet kind of opens up a part of you that you didn't really knew you had. And then when you lose a pet, it's like, well, damn, now that part is missing, you know? And like, I think you do have to be like mentally in a place where you're happy with your life. You're happy with yourself, like at least 80%. I don't know if we're all ever 100% happy with ourselves, but
I think it's also part of like how I was raised, like my Mexican household and how they treat dogs.
Yeah.
And it's like so shitty. So I'm like that's what I saw my whole life, is how like my grandma like treats her dogs. Like, they're just always outside. They're always in the cold. They're always in the heat. And they're like German shepherds, you know what I mean? Like big, heavy fur and stuff.
Yeah.
And like, she tries her best to take care of them, but like I feel so bad for them. Like, my grandma will sometimes like hit them like with their car by accident. My grandma's old, like she can't fucking see. So she'll hit them, and then like she doesn't really take care of them after like they're hurt or something. One of her dogs has arthritis. She doesn't do anything for them. So I'm like, ooh, I think that's where it comes from for me. Like,
I get that.
I've seen my grandma put their pets through horrible stuff, and I'm like, I don't want a pet because I don't want to do that to something.
I think I got pretty lucky. My whole family's really like animal loving. And like, I mean, my mom and dad are like kind of an exception. My dad never really was an animal person. He still isn't. My mom is an animal person, but she doesn't have the lifestyle for an animal. So when she would get one, she would be like that lazy owner. But everyone else in my family just kind of understood how to take care of animals. So I saw it from their perspective, and then I saw it from my parents' perspective, and I was like, that seems wrong. That seems right, you know? And like, me and my sister would always press our mom to like do better. Like, she had when we built our home, she had a whole thing built specifically so that it accommodate for our dogs, our big fluffy dogs, you know, so that when it was like really hot, we had this area that had like both like a cooling fan for them as well as like shade for them to be in. Whenever it rained, we would always take the dogs inside and like either into the garage or we'd let them in the house for a little bit, but they go fucking hog wild. So at the end of the night, we'd be like, all right, you guys are going to go in the garage now. But the garage was never like the type of garage that just fucking turned into like a heat box. Like, it also had a little AC vent thing. So nice. We could control shit in there too. So we always like took good care of our dogs. And then I introduced myself to cats, and I was like, I love dogs. Don't get me wrong. I would love a dog, but cats are like my shit. Cats are just where it's at for me. I will always.
I love cats too. They're so cute.
The cats are. There's like a balance in your lifestyle. You can't be around a cat too much, and you're not supposed to. You can't imprint yourself too much on a cat, because then you get a cat that has anxiety when you leave, and that's not natural for like cats. So you don't want that to happen. Cats enjoy like their free time. In fact, it's so funny. It's like a thing with cats. People are like, cats hate me. No, cats just really enjoy their own time. That they get the fuck away from you, which is why it's really important when building shit for cats. Like you have a spot for them to just go and hide whenever they don't want to be around anybody. Yeah. And I loved that. I'd be like just chilling, and my cat, whenever they wanted to come and hang out with me, they'd just be like, meow. They'd like come into my room and I'd be like, hey fuckers, come on up. I've been waiting for you guys. You know,
just come and bother you when they want to.
And you know, like sometimes I'd bother them, obviously. Like I'm just like, what are you guys up to? Like I would I'd get on like their tower and I'd be like, hey guys, what you guys up to? And I'd like put my face near them and they'd be like they'd be like, fuck off. And I'd be like, okay. But I've learned so much more about taking care of cats after taking care of some cats on my own now. Like I never want to have an outside cat ever. Because I just found out I just learned how like fucking dangerous it is for cats out there. Just because cats like that are not meant, but cats that are like home cats, they're not meant to be outside. But it doesn't mean you shouldn't take them out. Like you have to it's like a dog, you know, you take your dog on walks. You got to do the same for your cat. Yeah. And you take your cat out, let the cat run around and shit. And I'm prepared to take care of a cat, but mentally I'm just not ready for a cat. So it's like, you know, people just got to find that fucking difference, that balance, you know, just because you're prepared, like you've done all the research to take care of an animal, you still got to be there mentally because it's so easy. It's such a long thing. It's a long-term commitment. And to not be ready for that is like you're fucking your cat or your dog over. So I see your side. And I'm just like, you're just missing you're missing the bright side. I feel like you're looking at the dark side and I feel like you kind of miss a little bit of the bright side.
I mean, I feel like I know about the bright side because I used to have, I was raised around pets too. But like, I'm so used to seeing the bad side of it. Yeah. And I'm just like,
That makes sense. Yeah. Well, when I come home with the cat, you'll see the bright side, I promise. When I come home with Weddle, when I steal Weddle from the upstairs neighbors, you'll love him to death.
Oh, Weddle.
He's just like our little spiritual cat. He doesn't know he's ours, but he's ours. Just from afar.
I like bugs.
Bugs are cool. I couldn't. Especially spiders.
If I come home with a tarantula one day... If you come home with a cat one day, I'm coming home with a fucking spider one day.
Okay, fine. Deal.
Oh, yeah, and he's going to be walking around here.
Oh, my cat will protect me.
No, because he's going to be an outside cat, too.
No!
He's going to naturally want to go outside.
And be like, no, what the fuck are you doing, stupid? That's where you die.
His animalistic instinct. He's going to want to go hang out with Weddle.
They should hang out, though. They have little play dates.
Yeah, I'm going to have a spider that's going to walk around here. And be like, oh, I lost him again. Where is he?
You're looking at the bottom of my shoe like, I have no fucking clue.
It's because I'm going to be like, it's because they like hiding in like dark, moist holes. Maybe he like crawled into your room in the middle of the night. Is there like any moist holes like around you at any point?
Does it matter if it's shaven?
Definitely, because they're like hairy, so like they don't want to get caught on anything. You know what I mean?
Oh fuck! I've been wondering why I've been feeling so good all morning.
What do you mean?
Something's been tickling my G-spot all morning.
Is that why you woke up moaning this morning?
That's why I'm moaning still. Oh.
It's so fucking weird because I literally woke up and like I heard you moan. Oh, roll on the couch. Dude, I was trying to find a way to segue into a happier subject.
Yeah, me too. To get off the topic of, all right, we're talking about...
Yeah, but then I talked about a serious subject. Let me stop.
Oh, yeah.
I talked about something sad and then I talked